A lot has changed over the years. Some might say it's a different sport, but some things never change. And it's almost that time of the year again. Another blank page awaits to illustrate the greatness to come.
Huskies go 2-0. They're facing Quad University.
Anthony Roberts. Ball three. Gets it. A 3-point. Oh my goodness.
Hello everyone and welcome wherever you may be, however you may be listening, live on the NSIC Network and SCSU Huskies YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. This is St. Cloud State Basketball. Alongside Ryan McNamara, I'm Alex Cotter. This is game one of a men's and women's doubleheader tonight between the Huskies and the visiting Crookston Golden Eagles. Ryan, what do we have in store for tonight?
Well, we have a huge game for the Huskies, looking to be first place in the first time in 10 years in this conference, as well as becoming, right now they're second in the Central region and 16th overall. This is a big game for the Huskies.
Huskies win the opening tip. It's Warts from the wing, goes to Kilbotton at the top of the key. She thinks about shooting. No, gets to Navradil at the top of the key. She'll dribble down. Finds Kilbotton with a wide open jumper off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound by the Golden Eagles.
The Eagles have to get started in transition early here. They've started slow in their past few games against the Huskies, losing 60-41 in their most recent matchup.
Huskies with some good defense there. It's Leach over to Carpenter. Carpenter's going to drive back out to Leach in the corner. Gets to the top of the key for Post. Post's going to drive on Evans. Met by Kilbotton. And a three ball. She sinks it. That's the first points of the game. Mary Burke on the board for the Golden Eagles.
Well, that's exactly what you need if you're the Golden Eagles. The Huskies have to bounce back here. And in the past they have. Let's see if they can do it again.
Wardstrom three, off the back iron, no good. Rebound Carpenter. Carpenter will take it up the court for the Golden Eagles. She'll try finding Leach in the corner, but the pass is mishandled. Huskies take over possession.
Looks like that one bounced off the back of the referee's foot and out of bounds.
Evans with the ball. Now she'll carry it across half court for the Huskies. She'll find Kilbotton at the top of the key. Navradil cutting, trying to get space. Back over to Evans at the wing. Warts now with it. Peschel dribbles and finds Evans open for the wing for three. She sinks it. And the Huskies are on the board.
Well, that's exactly what you need if you're the Huskies. And speaking of Brenna Evans, only 14 points away now from the 1,000-point club.
That'll be a big honor here, and what a game to get it in. Last game at home for the senior. Carpenter out with it with a turnaround. She gets that one to go. Evans drives on post. She walks it back out. Peschel with it over to Warts on the left wing. Oh, Peschel mishandles a pass and knocked loose. Post takes it across half court for the Golden Eagles. Now Carpenter with it again. Carpenter finds Burke. Burke over to Post and back to Leach. And it looks like we're going to get our first foul of the game. It's going to be on Tori Warts.
Warts just tried to get the tie up there. She just got in too close, slapped the hands of Carpenter, and Huskies slapped at their first foul of the game.
Carpenter will inbound it for the Golden Eagles. She finds Post. Post going to drive on Evans down the lane and out to the corner. That one a little long for Abigail Leach.
Huskies looking slow early.
Ooh, Carpenter tried to find a cutting Bren Fox, but intercepted by Warts. Warts now with at the wing, gets it to Petrel at the top of the key, guarded by Carpenter. Over to Kilbottom. And back out to Torrey. Torrey's gonna dribble up. And a nice little jumper there for Torrey Warts. 5-5 Huskies, or 5-5. Tie in this game. Carpenter's going to take over. The intensity is really key here in this opening 5 minutes or so.
Absolutely, and now we see the Huskies back on defense, ranked 13th in the NCAA, as the Golden Eagles get a bucket there, making it 7-5.
Evans now with it, trying to respond. She'll drive and puts it off the glass, and good. 7-7. So it's just kind of this back and forth game. What's it going to take for the Huskies to pull away here?
Well, it's absolutely that defense that I just mentioned. 13th in the scoring defense. They're a middling offense, so it's definitely the defense that's going to have to take over, that we see here with the ball almost poked away by Evans.
Now Carpenter driving on Petrel. She throws it off the glass hard, no good. Navratil the rebound.
Tried to body her defender there, just couldn't get it done.
Now Warts from the wing sends it down low to Kilbottom. She misses a cutting Brenna Evans. That's off the front of the rim. No good rebound. Bren Fox. Bren Fox, the center from Norwood Young America. She's a redshirt junior. She's a big presence down low and a pretty good matchup against Kilbottom. Now Carpenter with at the wing, guarded by Peschel. She sends it down low to Fox, guarded by Kilbottom. Tries to put a move, a little turnaround, and no good. Rebound Huskies.
We saw her working on those earlier in warm-ups, just couldn't get that floater to go.
Huskies with it now. Kilbottom gets a cutting. Warts down low. Will get a foul on the Golden Eagles. That'll be their first team foul. It'll be on Kylie Post, senior from Corcoran, Minnesota. We got some substitutions here for the Golden Eagles. It is number 20. It will be number 20, Freza, and let's see, number 24, Lily Ozerim. And then we got Peterson, Tice, and Draheim in for the Huskies. Tice at the wing. She gets it out to Draheim at the logo. Draheim dribbles to the wing. She's looking for a cutting player. Shot clock running down. Gets a wide open Tice at the block, and she'll put it off the glass.
And I was going to mention it as she checks in. Tice is one of those off-the-bench scorers that the Huskies need to get going today. And there she goes, does it right there as soon as she checks in.
Golden Eagles with it now. Bren Fox down low. Double teamed. Oh, and that pass was deflected there by Kilbottom and corralled by Tice. Warts from the wing for three. Oh, in and out. Oh, and a rebound bouncing all around. The Golden Eagles come up with it. Carpenter will take across half court for the Golden Eagles. She finds Burke in the corner. She'll dribble out. And a three ball sent up. That one was long by Alex Page. Warts at the left wing again. She gets a Draheim at the logo. She's going to dribble left.
Warts has to start facilitating here. She's missed her first few shots, and she's going to have to let other people find it until she gets hers to go.
And that one misses once again for Warts. Now Huskies putting on some full court press, trying to get in the Eagles' head. Post with it.
This is what the Huskies do best, get in the mind of their opponent.
And we'll get a foul here. That's going to be on number 4, Draheim. And we are going to take our first media timeout. So 9-7 here as the Huskies lead with 4 minutes left to go in the first. More Husky basketball coming your way.
Appreciate it.
as the Huskies lead by 2 here with 4 minutes left to go to the first. Give me a little summary of what's just gone on. The intensity has been key here and a lot of back and forth.
Well, it has been back and forth when it really shouldn't be. Tori Wards hasn't found her shot yet early. Only 6 minutes into this first quarter, so there's a ton of time left. But the Huskies are still up by 2 with Wards needing to find her shot. Carpenter keeping the Golden Eagles in this one. I'm looking for Abby Fraza, the standout freshman, only 22 minutes off the bench, but their second leading scorer. If she can get it to go for the Golden Eagles, then the Huskies are going to have a tough time against Minnesota-Crookston if Tori Wards continues to not be able to find her shot.
Yeah, Tori Wards, 1 of 7 from the field so far in this game in 6 minutes of play. So let's see what she can do here out of the timeout. The Golden Eagles take over. Carpenter over to Page. Page guarded by Navratil. Burke now with it. She's guarded by Evans. She's going to try driving. A little turnaround. No, she gets it back out to Page. Shot clock running down. They got to get a shot off now. Looks like we got a whistle. It's a travel. Huskies take over.
Inbound it from the side, and they'll look to start things off a little bit faster after the break.
Evans with it now. She'll pull it for 3. That one in and out. Rebound by Alex Page, freshman from Grand Forks, North Dakota. We get a drive by the Eagles. That was Alex Page. No good. Evans with the rebound.
Drahim, the smaller guard, taking the contact and poking that ball out for the Huskies to get the ball back.
Evans now with it. She finds Drahim. Oh, no. That one's intercepted by Page. Page is going to take it across half court for the Golden Eagles. She'll get it to Carpenter. Over to Burke. Burke over back to Praska.
Good double by the Huskies.
Fans are in it here at Hollenbeck Hall. It's Burke with it. She gets it to the corner for Praska. Praska no good. Drahim. Oh, looks down low for Tice. Tice gets it cutting. Peterson, nice little pass there.
Great transition basketball by the Huskies. That is exactly what you'd like to see with just about 2.5 to go in this first quarter.
A little over 2.5 to go, like Ryan said, 11-7, Huskies lead. Crookston with the ball now. It's Carpenter in the corner. She'll find Page. Page no good off the glass. Evans off the cross half court for the Huskies. And she mishandles it. I think she might have thought that it could have been a foul there. Praska with it now. Page at the top of the key, guarded by Navratil. Praska at the wing. Down low to Fraza. Fraza using her length, going up hard off the glass. No good. Rebound Huskies. Evans now to Drahim, to Peterson. Now back to Drahim. Navratil will take over with possession here. 15 left on the shot clock. Peterson's going to work down low off the glass. That wasn't a high percentage shot. She just kind of threw it up there.
Defense by the Huskies absolutely pestering the Golden Eagles. Well, here they are making their way down the court.
Here we go now. It's Fraza. Over to Carpenter. Carpenter gets a pick from Fraza. And then we got a cutting Mary Burke, but Huskies will take over possession here.
Great cut, just couldn't corral it in.
Oh, nice pass from Brenna Evans to Katrina Tice.
That was a great find. Katrina Tice starting off hot for the Huskies. This is exactly what they need.
Carpenter's going to settle things down for the Golden Eagles. She's guarded by Evans, gets a pick from Burke. Burke with it now for 3. Oh, that one was a bit long.
A rhythm shot, just couldn't get it to go.
Evans going to set something up, getting a call from Coach Lori Fish. Coach Fish in her 12th season here at St. Cloud State. Drahim at the wing. She gets Tice at the top of the key. Back out to Evans at the wing. Just under 10 here left to go in the quarter. And it looks like the possession is going to go to the Golden Eagles as Tice tried to save it. A whole host of Huskies coming in as well as Golden Eagles. Kilbotton, Peschel, actually both Peschels coming in, and we get Tori Warts coming back in as well. And a half-court shot to beat the buzzer, no good. And that wraps up the first quarter of play, 13-7, Huskies lead. And it's been very, very intense.
Well, the Huskies are putting their St. Cloud State stamp on this game, giving up only 7 points in this first quarter, putting up 13 themselves. But you'd like to see this offense gain some traction. You saw it early. Tori Warts just couldn't find her shot. Brenna Evans sunk her first three, couldn't get the second to go. But Katrina Tice really helping the Huskies to hold it down on the offensive end as everyone else was kind of slowly gaining the speed in this game.
All right, and then let's go over some stats here for the first quarter of play. It's been a fairly even contest so far, pretty back and forth. You got Tori Warts, a surprising 1 of 4 from the field. She's 0 of 3 from 3-point range. Nikki Kilbotton 0 of 2. These are pretty rare, but some other Huskies are stepping up, like Brenna Evans, 5 points tonight. Caitlin Peterson with 2, Katrina Tice with 4 off the bench. So, we're getting some scoring from other places. What the Huskies got to do to set up better shots for Kilbotton and Warts to get them on the board?
Well, they just got to play this offense out. They're trying to get things too early in that shot clock. You'd like to see them set some plays up when they're not in that transition pace and try to find Kilbotton early, because she loves to kick it back out to Warts and have her put up those threes.
And quickly for the Golden Eagles, what's it going to take for them to chip away at this Huskies lead?
Well, they just got to, plain and simple, just continue to play good basketball and make their shots. They've had great opportunities on the offensive end, played solid defense.
Oh, as Kilbotton takes that one away on the inbounds pass. So Huskies with the ball here to start out the second quarter.
Well, that can be another included key. Don't turn the ball over.
Evans from 3. Oh, a bit long. And rebound by Fraza. Post will take it across half court for the Golden Eagles. She's guarded by Evans. Over to Fraza, guarded by Tori Peschel. Haley Wheeler getting her first minutes of the game. Now we got a driving post, kicks it out to Golier, and that will be a travel.
2 stalled offensive possessions for the Golden Eagles early in the second quarter. It's not what you'd like to see if you're Minnesota-Crookston.
Evans gets it to Kilbotton at the top of the key. Warts now with it, guarded by Wheeler. Evans trying to get a pick from Kilbotton. She goes the other way, though, and a little jumper goes in.
Very nice shot by Evans, really holding it down for the Huskies. Now 3 for 5 on the day.
Something about Evans, she's the third leading scorer on the team, but her shots are very selective, and she takes very good shots.
As the Huskies get another turnover here, we'll see where the possession arrow is.
And it looks like it's going to favor the Huskies.
As what we just spoke about on the offensive end, she just did on the defensive end, poking it away from her opponent.
Abigail Leach in for the Golden Eagles. Evans will set something up here for the Huskies. Kilbotton up top the key again. It looks like we're going to foul away from the ball, and that'll be on Kylie Post. And it'll be an inbound pass here.
Quickly jumping back to the other end of the court, if you're the Golden Eagles, you'd like to see more than 1 shot taken on 3 possessions. But as Kilbotton gets it to go here for the Huskies, they've taken a 10-point lead in this thing.
And that's Kilbotton's first points of the night. Kylie Post with it. She's going to drive. Oh, and we're going to call a jump ball there. Is that the right call there, Ryan?
Absolutely. I think she held it. Warts held it for just a second, Evans just held it for a second too long, keeping it in midair and getting that jump ball, keeping it the Golden Eagles ball.
Looks like the officials are going to discuss. No, they're just checking with the scores table here. Post will inbound for the Golden Eagles. 17-7 with 8:24 left to go here in the second quarter.
Still only one shot taken, and this is their fourth possession.
Oh, great play by Tori Warts. She is a defensive phenom. And Evans going to drive with a little floater. No good, and it's Wheeler with the rebound. And here we go. Let's go Burke over to Fox, and then now it's Wheeler again at the wing. She's going to drive baseline, and she finds a wide open post, and a three ball. Good, she sinks it. That is Abigail Leach from Wyoming, Minnesota.
It's exactly what you want to see out of the Golden Eagles. First points of the quarter here.
Warts with it at the wing. She gets a pick from Kilbottom. She'll drive, and a floater up, no good, off the back iron. Kilbottom cannot corral that rebound. It'll end up in the bleachers. Golden Eagles take possession.
Well, a good defensive possession by the Eagles there. Finally, 2.5 minutes in. It felt like St. Cloud State was starting to grow their lead, run away from this thing. But the Eagles corral it back in. Now they have the ball, looking to make it a two-possession game.
Golden Eagles ball, it's Burke in the corner. She hands it off to Post. Back to Burke. Burke for three. Little long. Rebound Wheeler. And no, Peterson will corral it. Good defensive play there by Post, just knocking out of bounds. Stopping the Huskies' momentum there in transition.
But you do like to see the Huskies try and get out, get a little bit faster in this second quarter.
Evans now with it. She gets tripped up. There's going to be a foul. Or no, they're calling an offensive foul on Brenna Evans. So Huskies' first foul of the second quarter. And Draheim checking in for the Huskies for Brenna Evans, as well as Emma Carpenter for Kylie Post.
And for a team who's 4-17, winning their last 3 games, you like to see this type of consistency in a quarter from if you're Minnesota-Crookston.
Carpenter with it now, guarded by Draheim. Carpenter trying to drive, loses handle of the dribble, and it will be Huskies ball.
Carpenter a little confused, thinking that it may have been off the Huskies, but nevertheless, it's going the other way.
Kilbottom gets it to Peterson. Peterson for three. She sinks it.
And you just can't leave her open. That was a wide open shot for Peterson, and she sunk it.
Carpenter with it now. Now gets in the court for Burke. And Wheeler with it, guarded by Peterson. Both Lakeville, Minnesota natives, one from north, one from south. The battle of the Cats from high school, and Wheeler gets it to go home for the Golden Eagles. Huskies with possession now. Peschel at the wing, gets it to Peterson. She thinks three, instead drives. The floater, no good.
Fish not happy with the lack of foul calls on the offensive end for the Huskies.
Yeah, she is in the ref's ear, that is for sure. Now it is Fox over to Carpenter. Carpenter getting some moves on Draheim. She finds a wide open Wheeler down low, picked up by Kilbottom, but too late as Wheeler gets it home for the Golden Eagles once again, back-to-back possessions.
A lot of
and a
offense.
Three ball, no good. It looks like we're gonna get a foul here. That one's gonna be, that's gonna be a number 12, Haley Wheeler. Katrina Tice is gonna check in for Nikki Kilbottom, as well as Erin Navrajal gonna check in for Kelsey Peschel.
A lot of offense in this quarter. After 13-7 in the first, it's 7-7 halfway through this second quarter. Golden Eagles really starting to pick it up.
And Golden Eagles are checking in Alex Page for Haley Wheeler. Peterson with her first. She sinks that one. 21-14. The score here with 5:24 to go in the second. Peterson now lines up for her second free throw. That one goes too. Carpenter once again taking across half court for the Golden Eagles, guarded by Draheim. Carpenter taking a baseline, passes it to the corner for Leach. Leach goes back to Carpenter across court. Now picked up by Navrajal, down low, and a nice little shot there. Couldn't get to go by Alex Page. Now for three. That one was a little left by the hands of Mary Burke.
0 for 3 on that possession there for the Eagles.
Well, like you said, they need to get multiple opportunities per possession, but they couldn't get anything to fall there.
Well, they've been struggling to hit the 3 ball so far this quarter, and that's the only way they're going to stay in tonight.
And Tice puts one up. That was a little too strong, and it looks like it's going to stay with the Huskies. We're going to get Kylie Post substituting in for, looks like, Bren Fox. So media timeout right now. We got the Huskies starting to pull away here a little bit. What have the Huskies done right here in the second quarter?
Well, you saw it early on. You've seen it right now. That defense is pestering. They are relentless, and they are not letting Minnesota-Crookston have any time. They're struggling on the rebounding end, but what they're doing well is stopping the shots. Crookston cannot make a ton, and that is what the Huskies are doing very well, is avoiding made baskets on the other end. On the offensive end, they're doing what they usually do, and they're hitting a ton of shots.
Yeah, you know, you're talking about Crooks and not be able to hit from three. They're one of 3 from the three-point range. Yeah, but you know, for the game, they're 2 of 8. So they're really struggling here to get the deep ball going, and that's what's going to help keep them in this game, because the Huskies can score very quick.
You're absolutely right. Both teams shooting 50% from inside. Huskies having 4 more shot opportunities, and we saw that in this quarter. The Huskies were able to stop the Eagles on multiple possessions with them not even getting a shot up. For the first 2.5 minutes of this quarter, the Eagles got 1 shot up in 5 possessions. If the Huskies continue to do that, that is a surefire win. And the Eagles, on the opposite end, really have to get it going. They cannot let that happen. They cannot go 4 possessions without getting a single basket even thrown at the rim.
Yeah, you know, the Huskies, they're only shooting 33% here in the second quarter, so it's not like they're shooting particularly well, but, you know, the Golden Eagles just aren't capitalizing on their opportunities. As the Huskies inbound from Caitlin Peterson, it's a 3-ball from Wards from the corner. That one was short, and that will go out on the Eagles. Once again, Huskies retain possession.
Off of number 5, Kylie Post, the standout guard of the Eagles.
Kylie Post, she's kind of in on every play. She's pretty feisty. She kind of reminds me of a Tori Wards.
Absolutely.
As Peterson down low, she's met by a defender. Back out to Navrajal for 3. No good. Rebound. Tice puts it back up. No rebound. And it looks like we're going to get a jump ball. Huskies retain possession. Caitlin Peterson, the tough, feisty play, and what a veteran play there.
Absolutely. She's a high-effort player. Been making key plays for the Huskies all night. 2 for 4 from the field. Sunk her only 3. 2 for 2 from the line as well. Those 7 points are huge, making up a third of the Huskies' points, and she's making high-effort plays like that as well.
Evans back in for the Huskies. Caitlin Peterson finds a wide-open Aaron Navrajal with a baseline jumper.
And there's Peterson again, an assist. She is doing everything right now for the Huskies, even calling the shots on defense.
She is so big off the bench for the Huskies. Her and Katrina Tice really hold down that bench.
A big reason why the Huskies are top of this conference is that bench. Those two are anchoring a bench mob that really helps the Huskies in these key moments.
And it's Burke from 3. She sinks it. Burke has a very nice shot. You can tell she's the 3-man for this Golden Eagles team. But you know, she was struggling to get it going, but now she's got her second 3 of the night.
Absolutely right. 41 for 105, 39% three-point shooter on the season.
Eagles take over possession. Post going to drive, kick it out to Burke. And out to Page. Page going to drive. We got a foul here. Is it?
Away from the
ball. No, actually, he's going to be on the ball. It's on Aaron Navrajal. I thought they might have got Caitlin Peterson for it based on her reaction. But we'll get Kilbottom checking in for Katrina Tice. Haley Wheeler will check in for the Golden Eagles. Post with it. Now she gets it from the inbound pass. Carpenter, guarded by Warts. Carpenter drives baseline. Oh, that pass almost got away from her. Post back with it at the top of the key. She's going to drive on Evans. Kicked out to Wheeler. Guarded by Navratil. She's got to get a shot off. And down low goes Wheeler with the pass. No good from Bren Fox. Huskies take over.
You see a lot of driving kick from the Eagles. They're going to have to start putting up those shots inside.
Kilbottom on a shot, and she'll get fouled.
That's a veteran move right there. As soon as she hits the bump, putting the shot up to gain that foul and get 2 free shots at the line. That's a veteran play by Nikki Kilbottom.
Kilbottom to the line for 2. Will be her first free throw attempts of the night. Caitlin Peterson has sank both of them for the Huskies out of their 2 free throw attempts, and the Huskies are 3 for 3 from the line now.
Kilbottom averaging 13, 7, and 1 on the season. Second leading scorer behind Warts. She really holds things down on the inside for the Huskies.
She gets her second one to fall, 26-17. Huskies lead with just under 3 to go in the first half of play. Is Carpenter with it now. She gets it to Wheeler. Wheeler finds Post at the wing. Post looking for a player. She finds Fraza. Fraza guarded heavily by Kilbottom. Post got to get a shot off. She got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Fraza's got to get a shot off. She doesn't know it's coming out.
Great defensive possession by the Huskies. Again, not even letting the Eagles get a shot up in the entire shot clock. That is exactly what a great defense does.
Evans with it. She gets it to Navratil at the wing. Kilbottom at the elbow. Now she sets a screen for Evans. Over to Navratil. Caitlin Peterson looking for a man down low. She finds Kilbottom. Kilbottom's going to drive, and she gets a shot to go with 9 seconds left to go. Shot clock gets that one to fall.
A great move by Kilbottom, driving to her right, posting up and getting a shot from the left side.
Post going to drive on Evans. She puts one off the side of the backboard, but a foul called before that on Nikki Kilbottom.
It'll be her first.
So Post will step the line 4-2. And that one goes off the back iron, no good for her first shot attempt from the line.
61% free throw shooter on the season, as the Huskies sport an 11-point lead over the Eagles.
And she gets a second one to go. 28-18 with 1:49 left to go in the first half as Katrina Tice checks in for the Huskies.
And this 10-point lead is impressive considering the Huskies' Tori Wart's only 1 for 6 on the day.
Huskies getting a lot of scores involved. Kilbottom with it, gets a cutting Ward to the top of the key. Guarded by Post, she'll find Peterson at the wing. Guarded by Carpenter. Now back to Evans. 10 left in the shot clock. Warts with it now, gets a pick from Kilbottom. Step back, Tori Warts. That's short off the rim, and another short shot from Kilbottom. That one's out. It looks like possession will go to the Golden Eagles.
Heavy minutes early here for this 5. Evans, Warts, Peterson, Tice, and Kilbottom. And they're holding it down for the Huskies.
Burke with it now. She hands it off to Post. A little switch there. That one was, that shot looked like it was long, but it'll rattle in.
That is a nice shot to go, breaking down this double-digit lead that the Huskies had.
Tice goes up strong. And a nice response there by the Huskies.
Absolutely, a nice talk. That gives the Huskies the double-digit lead back.
Post going to set something up here for the Golden Eagles. She gets it out to Carpenter at the wing, guarded by Warts. Wheeler down low, guarded by Evans. She's going to muscle it, and no good on that shot attempt. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it will be Golden Eagles' ball.
29 seconds remaining, 20 on the shot clock. Huskies will have one final possession after the Eagles here.
Carpenter will inbound for Crookston. She gets it back off the inbound, intercepted there by the Huskies. Peterson and Tice in transition. Tice goes up for the layup. That's good. Carpenter going to set up for the last shot here in the second half.
And they need to find somebody open here on the
5
perimeter.
seconds left. Oh, and a foul there. Tice butted. I think Wheeler just tripped up on her feet and fell. I don't think that's a foul on Tice at all.
Absolutely not. That was Wheeler tripping over her own feet, but nevertheless, they're going to be able to inbound it with 4 seconds to go. Maybe get one final shot up here over the Huskies.
Carpenter inbounding. She finds Wheeler. She's got 3 seconds, and she goes up for the shot. No good. That one was short, and that will do it for the first half of action here at Hollenbeck Hall. Huskies lead 32-20 here in a really intense game. 12-point lead for the Huskies here. We'll take a short break here and come back with your second half of action here on the NSIC Network. A very intense game here at Hollenbeck Hall. The scoreboard says a 12-point lead, but this game was pretty evenly matched for roughly the first 12 to 14 minutes of this game. The Huskies started to pull ahead.
Well, the Huskies only going up 13-7 after the first, really exploding in terms of offense, putting up 19 in the second and sporting a 12-point lead over the Eagles as we go into halftime. You really saw a lot of great bench minutes from Caitlin Peterson and Katrina Tice, scoring 15 points combined. And, well, that's exactly what the Huskies needing, between Tori Wartz not being able to find her shot and just the Huskies as a team not being able to hit from beyond the arc, only 2 for 11. Seeing the bench play as well as they did is very important for the Huskies.
Yeah, one thing that I noticed, first thing I looked at at our stats sheet here, is that the Golden Eagles started to get some better quality shots, higher percentage shots. Their shooting percentage for the second quarter up to 41.7%. They're 50% from 3. And the Huskies, they went down, shooting percentage-wise, but scored more points than they did in the first quarter of action. But they're getting a lot of second-chance opportunities, something that you said Crookston has to do better.
Absolutely. Crookston, you saw it time and time again in that second quarter. You didn't see it too much in the first. But the St. Cloud State defense being able to come down the court and not allow the Eagles to put up a shot is so impressive and so key to what St. Cloud State does. You see a lot of what they do is hunker down on defense, not let that offense be able to score, and that's exactly what the Huskies have been doing, not letting the Eagles be able to score. They're swarming on defense, caused multiple turnovers, 7 steals as a team, 3 from Nikki Kilbottom, 2 from Katrina Tice, who again, as we mentioned, has been huge off the bench.
Yeah, you look back at this at the first game these two teams played, back in December, 60-41, Huskies won that game. The score for the Huskies, doing some quick math here. I know we're mass comm students, so math isn't really our strong suit, but I do believe that the Huskies would have led. So Crookston 24, nice easy math there, and then you got the Huskies leading with 35. So there was this gap, a little bit of a gap here at 25 points for the Huskies. So there was,
mass comm education.
My mass comm education kicking in there, but so it was it was very close first half here. The scoreboard does not say that right now. So, what can you predict for the second half here with a nice change for the Huskies? Pulling ahead here before the end of the half.
I think you can predict more of the same for the Huskies. I mean, you see this team loves to be at home, and rightfully so. They're undefeated on the season at home, looking to keep that undefeated play for the rest of the season, going a dozen games undefeated at home. As we mentioned earlier in this broadcast, they're on an 8-game win streak. And going into tournament time, which we can talk a little bit about as they're going into now, the SIC Conference Tournament is huge for the Huskies. They haven't won it since Fish's first year as a coach here 12 years ago. And it would be huge going into the national tournament after that, as they're ranked second in the Central region, to have that momentum.
Yeah, and the Huskies, a couple years ago, we had the COVID year. They were going to go to the tournament, and then that obviously got shut down because of the pandemic. So, and a lot of these girls were on that team. We got the returning seniors coming back because they love playing here at St. Cloud State, and they know that they can go out there, win an NSIC title, and make a deep run into the NCAA tournament. That's the goal here for these returning seniors, and of course for the whole team as well. But especially those returning seniors trying to get redemption on that chance they didn't get a couple years ago.
Absolutely. I mean, you see the culture that Lori Fish has instilled in this program, and it's a very successful one. Only 3 losing seasons as a coach of the Huskies. They've been competitive every year in the NSIC Conference. They're doing it again this year, 17-2 in conference. If they win tonight, they secure an at least co-conference champion spot with Minnesota Duluth, depending on their win or loss tonight.
Yeah, that I know Huskies fans, you're going to be watching this game, but we're going to be keeping an eye on that game for you as well. So, let's preview a little bit more of the second half. There is still 20 minutes of basketball to be had. Crookston hasn't had the season that they want, but this is the NSIC Conference. It's a very good basketball conference. The Huskies can't shut down here. They can't coast the rest of the game. They got to secure their victory. They got to earn that co-conference champ, possibly the outright conference champ in the regular season.
You're absolutely right. You see him do it before without Tori Wards, but the key to this second half is getting Tori Wards to go. She is taking a quarter of the Huskies' shots, 1 for 8, 32 total shots taken by the Huskies, and she's got to start making these because she is undoubtedly the best player on the court at all times between either team, the opponent and the Huskies. She's the best on defense already. We saw her come up with 3 steals in the first half, very impressive on the defensive end. But what she needs to do is start to find more high percentage shots on the offensive end. She's taking a lot of quick threes. She's not setting up the game that we're used to seeing from her. She does take mostly threes on the season, about 300 shots taken and over 150 taken from beyond the arc. So she is a three-point shooter first and foremost, but she's got to start sinking those. 0 for 6 on the game. She's a 34% shooter on the season. She needs to get something started for the Huskies.
Yeah, Huskies have been able to do well without Wards' presence on the score sheet. But you look at other players who are stepping up. You got Brenna Evans with 7 points. Katrina Tice leading the way off the bench with 8 points. We talked about that bench. That's one of the reasons why they're at the top of this conference right now. So continue strong play at the bench. Try to set up Tori for some more high percentage shots, because I think you and I both agree she hasn't taken many of them, and she hasn't been able to really set her feet and get a good opportunity, but they're still finding ways to score.
You're absolutely right. And a player you mentioned, Caitlin Peterson, really taking over as a facilitator for the Huskies. She has 7 points, 2 boards, 2 assists off the bench in only 12 minutes of play, and she is really taking another step in terms of her play tonight. Being able to do what she can do for the Huskies with Warts not playing as well as she can, and honestly without Kilbutton playing as well as she can. She's really holding down the interior for the Huskies.
Yeah, and let's go over to Crookston's side. You have Mary Burke with 6 points, hitting 2 triples in that first half. Kylie Post with 5, Abigail Leach with 3, and Haley Wheeler with 4. There's one name that I didn't mention because she only has 2 points, Emma Carpenter, who is, probably the best all-around player on that Crookston squad.
Absolutely, she facilitates for the Eagles. She rebounds even as a guard for the Eagles. She can facilitate that defense. And even when she's not making shots, similar to Wartz, she can be able to do things for the Eagles without necessarily shooting the ball well. Player that we haven't mentioned yet, though, Mary Burke, 2 for 5 from beyond the arc. She is what is keeping Crookston in this game. 2 for 5. The rest of the team is 1 for 4 on threes. Her ability from beyond the arc is what's keeping the Eagles in this game, as I mentioned.
For sure, and we keep telling we keep telling the viewers this. Crookston's got to shoot better from 3 because the reason they're down 12, they haven't shot well from 3 all night. They got 3 3-pointers. It's just 33% from beyond the arc against the Huskies just isn't going to get done. They're 33% from the field even, and they're not even getting those second chance opportunities that we're talking about. So getting more second chance opportunities, trying to find more opportunities from the arc as well, and trying to get Emma Carpenter. How about Abby Fraza, who's their second leading scorer? She comes off the bench, 0 points.
Only taking a shot. She really hasn't found her way, and that you can credit to Nikki Kilbutton. Her defense is what's keeping Fraza off the stat sheet. She is locking her down towards the middle, towards the free throw line, towards those top 2 blocks, not letting her be able to get down to the low block and do what she does best, which is facilitate around the basket. What you've seen a lot of the Eagles players do, which has to be frustrating for Roisman, is settle for shots on the outside without taking a chance to get the ball into the inside. You see a lot of driving kick for the Eagles, which has been working, as you mentioned. Only 33% from the field and 3. You see a lot of what Kylie Post and Brent Fox, what they're doing, driving inside. Haley Wheeler as well, driving inside, kicking the ball out without being able to get a shot up on the inside. And that's why you see so many shotless possessions for the Eagles.
Yeah, it's kind of been the story the whole night for the Eagles, not getting those second chance opportunities, and when they are getting their opportunities, like from beyond the arc, what they need to do, they're not hitting them. So key for the Eagles' second half is developing more opportunities, high quality opportunities, and when those shots miss, they got to be able to rebound and put it back up.
Absolutely, you got to keep kicking the ball inside. Feed your shooters. Mary Burke has been playing very well tonight, and she is getting open looks and settling for passes. They need to get her the ball more. They need to let her keep shooting. Emma Carpenter, Abby Fraza both need to find their shots, and when that happens is when Minnesota-Crookston gets back in this game.
Yeah, another name that we also didn't mention with points, Bren Fox. She's the 4th leading scorer on the team. So, yeah, there's we have Tori Wartz on the one side of this game for the Huskies, who's a notorious scorer, not really on the score sheet too much. And then for the Golden Eagles, you got Fraza, Bren Fox, and Emma Carpenter, who haven't really found the stat sheet much either. So trying to get both teams need to get more of their stars some better high quality shots.
Absolutely. And Kylie Post, having only taken 2 shots as their leading scorer, she's made both, but I mean, more of that, please. She's only taken 2 shots in 2 quarters, and as a leading scorer, taking 10 shots per game, she needs to find more of that.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's just the Golden Eagles find better opportunities to score, and when they don't go, rebound, get that second opportunity for the Huskies, find more opportunities for Wartz, and keep that strong bench play going. That is what's going to make for better halves for both teams. Third quarter's going to start here in just over 2 minutes. What was the message to Coach Fish to those Huskies for the second half of play?
Her message was, we're halfway there. There's another 2 quarters left, but there's a 12-point lead built by the Huskies, and after this game, they could be conference champions or they could not be. It all remains on this second half and what the Huskies can do to finish out this amazing regular season.
And then for Crookston, you know, we talked a lot about them. What's Coach Mike Roisland telling her girls?
Well, you have to continue to get shots inside. You saw it very early on by the Eagles, and then they went away for it, settling for some outside shots. And the Eagles need to find your interior players. You need to find Wheeler. You need to find Fox. You need to find Fraza. Those guys are what are going to get you open looks on the outside and easy looks on the inside. You saw the Huskies doing a lot of what the Eagles should do, which is find time to hit their girls in the post and get plays set up.
All right, just a minute left here in the intermission. Huskies are leading 32-20 after first half of play. Pretty even game. Scoreboard, you know, doesn't really say that. Huskies definitely a little bit more of an advantage, but you and I both know the Huskies can really pull away here, especially with their scoring. If the Golden Eagles cannot get it done from their offensive end of the court. So, you know, I believe we're going to see the starters coming back out for the Huskies to start out the second half. Looks like it's going to be Kilbotton, Wards, Evans, Navrajal, and Peschel coming out for the Cardinal and Black.
And I mean, this really feels like a 5-point game. This doesn't feel like a 12-point lead for the Huskies. They really pulled away in the last half, last quarter of that second quarter. So this does feel like a close game, but the Huskies have been able to pull away, and they could potentially continue to do so in the second half.
Golden Eagles will also go with their starters.
We have seen a history of the Huskies struggling at the start of the third quarter so far this season. It is their worst quarter in terms of point differential. So let's see if we can see the Huskies get off to a hot start.
All right, Golden Eagles with the now post, drives baseline, kicks it out for her player now. It's Carpenter driving on Navrajal. She gets it to Fox. Fox kicks it out to Post. Post is going to drive. She throws up a little floater there, and the Golden Eagles on the board for the first time this second half. They were on the board in the first half as well.
And you saw Kylie Post, who we mentioned on the break. That's her third shot, third make. You love to see it.
Navrajal with it now, this top of key, guarded by Carpenter. She gets it down low to Warts. Warts puts it off the glass, no good. She is snake bit with her shot right now.
Absolutely, there's a lid on the basket for her. Oh my goodness.
Defensive breakdown there. Post gets a wide open layup in transition.
I mean, that was a beautiful head fake to the left side, getting Evans to jump off. And that's our fourth made basket on the same amount of shots for Kylie Post.
And a three ball from Warts. No good off the rim. Post will take it across half court for the Golden Eagles. She's met by Evans. She gets it to Fox. Fox loses the ball to Kilbotton. Kilbotton in transition. Carpenter right behind her. Oh, that should have been a foul. She hit her arm. Evans with the rebound. She puts it up. Now they get the foul. And Evans will go to the line for two.
A good poke away by Kilbotton. Couldn't get the layup in transition to go. But nevertheless, we end up at the foul line for Brenna Evans.
Tice will check in for the Huskies, replacing Kilbotton. Evans to the line for two. I do believe in transition, though, Carpenter may have got the arm of Kilbotton, which might have thrown off her shot. But the Huskies got the foul nonetheless. But this one, on an Evans shot, she makes both her free throws. The Huskies are on the board here for the first time in the second half.
Now only 8 points away from joining that 1,000-point club.
As Evans falls down, Post throws one up. Her first miss of the night. Warts rebound. Warts on the wing, guarded by Carpenter. She tries to get down low, Tice does. She's guarded by Bren Fox. She'll drive baseline. A little reverse off the glass and in.
That is a very impressive move. You saw her looking for open teammates, but decided to take it herself. An amazing layup inside.
Burke takes down low. She finds Carpenter out in the wing. Now Post. Over to Leach. Leach down low to Bren Fox. Out to the wing is Post. She's going to drive on Evans. Throws up another shot. No good off the glass, but rebound Golden Eagles. Second opportunity, no good. Third opportunity, just kind of throw it up there, and they're calling a foul there. It looks like it's going to be on Evans.
We did just see Post first miss. Now 4 for 5, but she'll get to the line now. Looking for double digits.
Haley Wheeler checking in for the Golden Eagles. Kilbotton and Peterson in for the Huskies.
Peterson was a spark plug off the bench in the first half. 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and really being able to facilitate that offense from the inside when Kilbotton was out.
Page in for the Golden Eagles now. Post line up for a first free throw attempt. That one in. And her second will be no good. That was a little hard off the back iron, but she gets her own rebound. Eagles retain possession. 3 ball from Burke, and she sinks it.
Cuts the lead to 8 for the Huskies.
Wide open Tice down low. She throws up a shot off the glass. Katrina Tice is automatic down low in transition.
I mean, such a huge bucket for the Huskies, getting that lead back to double digits and keeping it away from the Eagles.
Post now with it. She'll drive off the glass. Good.
She's just saying to Tice, what you can do, I can do better. She is automatic on the inside.
Now, Golden Eagles take over once again. It's Burke over to Carpenter. Carpenter's going to drive, kicks it back out to Burke. Burke for 3. She sinks it. She's red hot.
My goodness, she cannot miss for the Eagles.
Burke 4 of 7 from beyond the arc now. She has 12 points.
That's an 11-point lead, cut down to 5 for the Huskies. They need a bucket here.
Peschel at the wing. She gets it down low to Kilbotton, guarded by Wheeler. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Turn around, no good. That doesn't hit the rim. Off. Evans trying to get the rebound. And it looks like Coach Fish is going to take a timeout to gather the girls here. So, Ryan, as we said, the Golden Eagles have really cut into that Huskies lead. What have they done right?
Well, what I mentioned at the second half, I don't know, Coach must have overheard me, but feed Mary Burke, and that's exactly what they've done. Hitting 2 huge threes from both corners, keeping the Eagles in this game. Very impressive showing from Mary Burke.
And Kylie Post also getting back in the action on the scoring column. So the Golden Eagles listen to our advice is what I'm hearing.
Absolutely. Kylie Post only taking 2 shots in that first half. Now taking 5 only halfway through this third quarter. She has 12 points for the Eagles. Burke has 12 points for the Eagles. They've combined for 2/3 of the Eagles' points, double-handedly, keeping the Eagles in this game. It is very impressive. You see Post driving her way inside. You see Burke hitting from each corner. Each playing 20-plus minutes so far for the Eagles. Very impressive.
The Golden Eagles, look at that shooting percentage. 62.5%, 5 of 8 from the field. Really starting to feel it now. Mary Burke has the hot hand from beyond the arc. You know, we're normally used to seeing Tori Warts have the hot hand, but she has yet to find the score sheet in the second half once again.
And the Huskies out shooting Crookston 39-32, but where you really see what's making the difference, why this is only a 5-point lead for the Huskies, the Eagles 5 for 11 from three-point land, 2 for 12 the Huskies are from the same spot.
Yeah, Huskies in this second half are 2 of 7 from the field, so definitely room for improvement there. Golden Eagles take over possession. Carpenter now with it. She gets it to Post, and then Post gets a pick from Page. She gets it to Burke, who's back to Page down at the baseline, guarded by Draheim. And a turnaround shot from Page, good.
Very impressive offensive showing from the Eagles here through the first half of this third quarter. We know the Huskies start slow in the third. but a 9-point run for Crookston.
Draheim found down low and a wide open layup courtesy of Katrina Tice.
Big shot from Morgan Draheim, siphoning off this run from the Eagles.
Huskies picking up intensity on defense here. Wart's guarding Carpenter. Now Tice on Page. Page will get a screen from Carpenter. Oh, that ball is knocked loose. Corralled by Kilbottom. Wart's with it now across half court. Draheim guarded by Post. She dribbles right. Wart's not with it. Gets a pick from Tice.
This is when you need your best player. This is when you need Warts to step up.
Draheim from three, no good. Rebound by Page. Huskies need to stop here to hold off the momentum of the Golden Eagles. Post dribbles down the baseline, finds Carpenter in the corner. Carpenter's gonna drive on Warts. Good move there, but that one is blocked by Kilbottom.
Great job of using her body, Tori Warts.
Kilbottom down low, guarded by Wheeler. She'll get a little turnaround floater, and that rolls in.
A nice roll for the Huskies, extending that lead now back out to 7.
Burke with it across half court, guarded by Peterson. We're going to timeout by the Golden Eagles here, and this will be a immediate timeout. So really, all of a sudden, it's kind of a tale of two halves now, as the Golden Eagles have dominated this second half already. We're, just over 5 minutes here in the second half, and the Golden Eagles have come out with a purpose.
Well, the Eagles are improving every quarter, scoring only 7 in the first, 13 in the second, and now 15 in the third. But you see Kilbottom with that nice roll to her right side, getting the fadeaway to go in, fadeaway hook, I should say, and keeping the Eagles at bay so far.
Well, we got some stats here for your media timeout here in the third. The Golden Eagles shooting 60%.
I mean, you should see that name at the top of your list. Mary Burke, 4 for 7 from beyond the arc. Huge for the Eagles.
Yeah, like we said, she's got to be able to sink those shots if the Golden Eagles want to get back this game. She has. She had 2 triples in the first half. Now 2 already in the second half. And of course, Kylie Post, 7 of 5 from the field. She's taken 5 shots already in this second half. The Golden Eagles are just, they've come out, like I said, with a purpose. They got energy. The mojo is definitely with them.
Absolutely, but what Tori Warts has struggled with all game and is still struggling with is making shots. She's 1 for 10 on the night, 0 for 2 so far this quarter. And if the Huskies want to take this...
Oh, she touched it. I think that should be a backcourt violation, but nonetheless, that one's picked off by a Husky. Draheim will take it up the court. She'll bring it up top, set something up.
You see on that left block, Katrina Tice, who's moving out to the perimeter now for a screen. She's 6 for 8, really keeping the Huskies in this game.
Tice now posted up. It's going to be a foul there. It looks like it'll be on Post.
Post, the smaller defender. Tice using that to her advantage, bodying her on the inside and getting the foul call.
Post with 3 fouls now. She's got to be careful. A lot of ball game left, and they need her if the Golden Eagles are going to win this ball game. Kilbottom gets the inbound, no good on her shot.
Double team by the Eagles. Looks like they're employing that a little bit more on the inside.
Burke with it now over to Page. Page will send it down low to Wheeler, guarded by Tice. Back out to Page in the corner. Now Post will drive, kicks it out, and a 3-ball. She sinks it, and that is none other than Mary Burke.
Mary Burke, scorching hot. She cannot miss from beyond the arc.
Draheim with it now, gets it over to Warts. Now over to Peterson, back to Warts. Guarded by Burke. Warts trying to find a lane to drive. No, she'll kick it back out to Draheim. Draheim for 3, she sinks it.
Right back at you, Draheim says, and there you go. It's still a 7-point lead for the Huskies.
Burke taking over some point guard duties here for a little bit as they put the pressure on. Golden Eagles gonna have to cut more into this Husky lead. Post drives, kicks it out, and a 3-ball. She sinks it. That was Abigail Leach,
who's also 2 for 3 on the night. Leach and Burke combining for 7 made threes for the Eagles.
That's big points for the Eagles. Half their points now coming from beyond the arc. So key for the Huskies, and Warts throws up another shot in and out from 3. Post with it. She was going to drive, kick it out to Burke. Burke for 3, and that one was short.
Almost got the soft lay, and I was a little bit nervous.
Warts at the wing, gets it to Draheim at the point. Tice guarded by Wheeler. Peterson over to Warts. Warts and Burke, pretty good matchup, both 3 and D. And now Warts throws up a shot for 3. That one was left. She just can't figure it out. Rebound by Tice. Tries to put it back up, no good. I think the fans are wanting a foul there, if I'm not mistaken. And a 3-ball from Burke. That was more of a line drive. That angle had no chance.
Couple heat checks there on both sides. Leach hit hers. Burke was not able to hit hers, but nevertheless, it is a 45-41 game, only a 4-point lead for the Huskies. They came into this quarter with a 12-point lead.
Evans and Navrajal in for the Huskies. A whole host of Golden Eagles checking in to the game. Draheim will take it across half court for the Huskies. Over to Brenna Evans, who's guarded by Carpenter. Tice comes out to the wing, but then she finds Kilbottom. Kilbottom to Navrajal. And Navrajal from the top. The key, that one's good.
She's been quiet tonight. Good bucket to go to give the Huskies a 3-basket lead.
Carpenter is going to drive. She pulls back. And a little move on Draheim with a layup. Oh, that was no good there. Now we got to travel there on Abby Fraza, I think that was.
Who has been very quiet all game. She needs to start making some shots here if Crookston wants to stay in. Because I'll say it, Burke and Leach, they can't keep hitting threes all night.
Evans trying to get a pick from Kilbottom. She does. Jumper. That one's right. Or excuse me, left. Rebound, Mary Burke. Burke's going to take across half court for the Golden Eagles. 47-41. The final 20 left here in the third. An errant pass there by Abigail Leach. Turnover. And the Huskies will have the final shot of this third quarter.
A huge defensive possession there for the Huskies, keeping it a 6-point game and giving themselves the opportunity to extend it going into the break.
Peschel in for the Huskies and Alex Page in for the Golden Eagles.
Huskies need to look to give it to Tice inside or Kilbottom inside for this final basket.
Evans guarded by Carpenter. She gets to Navrajal. Down low to Tice. Tice with 5 on the clock. Out to Peschel. Peschel's got to get a shot off. Now to Kilbottom. Oh, what a shot! What a shot!
A little bit of chaos there, but the Huskies work with it anyways. Kilbottom with a nice shot to take us into the break. An 8-point lead for the Huskies.
49-41. We get a replay here.
You saw Warts take that double screen, or Evans take that double screen up top, an errant pass from Tice. But Kilbottom was able to find it and have it go for the Huskies. A huge shot going into the break as they were unable to make most of those.
So Huskies, if they can pull this one off, they'll be champions of the NSIC. Right now on the court, we got the national championship dance team, so good shout out to them. They do a lot of hard work, and happy to have them here with us tonight. Great turnout tonight at Hollenbeck Hall, Ryan.
Absolutely. I mean, these are fans that want to see one of the best teams at St. Cloud State in recent years in women's basketball. As I mentioned before, they are second in the Central region, 16th in the nation first in the conference. This is a team that dominates most of their opponents and have for most of the year. They haven't lost since January 14th.
Yeah, we're talking about that 8-game win streak. They keep the momentum going, and like we said, the Huskies can't sleep on any opponent right now. They still have a quarter left to go. They came out a little dry to begin the second half, but kind of got back their mojo a little bit. Very even last, I would say, about 4 minutes of the third quarter.
Absolutely, and I mean, this is the last game of the season. This isn't a time to panic. And if we're being honest, if you look at the breakdown, the Huskies' worst quarter all season has been the third quarter. So they just have to do what they've continued to do, and that's get out hot in the fourth.
Kilbotton's first shot of the fourth quarter, no good. Rebound, Golden Eagles. Now we got a driving Abby Fraza. That's a block from Navrajal. Warts tries to get over Paschal in transition. Could have been a pretty cool pass, but couldn't get enough power on it. Post takes over. She'll kick it out to Carpenter. Carpenter for three. That one was right. Brett Evans going to settle things down. She's going to lead this Huskies offense, get a play set up. Now it's Kilbotton at the elbow. Over to Evans, gets a pick for three. Oh, that one was long off the backboard. And if Roger couldn't corral the rebound, so it'll be a turnover as Post drives and pulls back out. Oh, and a nice little pass there.
Pass.
To Alex Page, that was great.
Story of the game on this end, the Huskies' three leading scorers on the year, Nikki Kilbotton, Tori Warts, Brenna Evans, 8 for 32 combined, only shooting 25%. Now 8 for 33, less than 25%, as Kilbotton can't get that one to go.
Energy with Crookston once again to begin a quarter. And a three ball from Fraza. That one was way long. 49-43, 8:23 left to go in the game. A three ball from Warts, no good, but the shot looked pretty.
Huskies are very flat right now, mainly their three stars, Kilbotton, Warts, and Evans. They need to get a bucket here.
Navrajal top the key, she'll get it to Evans out the left wing. She's guarded by Post. Peschel wide open three. Oh, and that one was just set right. Kilbotton rebound, tries to put it back up, puts it back up again, and gets that one to go. Carpenter with it now. She's guarded by Evans. Over to Post. Down low to Fraza. And back out to Carpenter for three. She sinks it.
Back down to a 5-point lead for the Huskies. 7:38 to go in the fourth as Crookston calls the timeout, looking to set something up on the defensive end.
Well, they got another three ball from a different player. That wasn't Leach or Burke. That was courtesy of Emma Carpenter, who's been a mainstay for this Crookston team in her tenure at Minnesota-Crookston. So, more people stepping up for Crookston, finding ways to score. That's something we mentioned that, Leach and Burke can't do it all.
I mean, Carpenter having a slow day shooting-wise, only 1 for 4 tonight. That's her first three taken, and it was made 1 for 1. But we can't overlook Mary Burke and Abigail Leach, who we mentioned earlier, shooting 7 for 13 combined from beyond the arc. That's 21 points from beyond the arc from two women, Mary Burke and Abigail Leach, really keeping Crookston in here, and this is why they've broken it down to a 5-point lead with 7:38 to go.
Over half of Crookston's points have been scored beyond the arc. They have got 8 threes on the night. They're 8 of 18, 44.4% for the Golden Eagles. That's pretty impressive beyond the arc.
And again, you can attribute this collapsing lead from the Huskies to their three-point shooting. 3 for 19 as a team. And that glaring red dot on the score sheet is that 1 for 13 from the field and 0 for 10 from Tori Warts. She has to find a shot. She has to find a shot to bounce in. Anything goes here. A layup would be beautiful to get her confidence going, because you cannot have one of your leading scorers go 1 for 13 on the night Brenna Evans not having success as well, only 3 for 10. Nikki Kilbon having to score on most of her second chances. She's 5 for 15.
Huskies with it now out of the timeout. Katrina Tice drives on Wheeler off the glass and one.
And well, if you can't go with what's not working, you got to go with what's working. Katrina Tice now 7 for 10. Going to be taking her first free throws tonight, really keeping the Huskies with the lead.
Katrina Tice will step to the line for one. And that one goes. 54-46, 7:28 left to go in the game. Carpenter with it now for the Golden Eagles. Post at the wing, guarded by Evans. She's going to drive baseline. She'll find Burke for 3. Way long. It rebound Tice. Was that the right shot there for the Golden Eagles?
When you're 5 of 10 from 3, that shot would not hurt me as a coach. She's been keeping them in this game, so you got to let her take it.
Tice tries putting one on. That should have been a foul there, but no call, and the Golden Eagles take over possession.
She did enforce the contact herself. Nevertheless, the fans in the arena are not happy with the no call.
All of us broadcasters looking around at each other like, where was the call on that one? But nonetheless, Crookston takes over possession. Wheeler now with it. She hands it off to Carpenter. Down lower, Wheeler. No good on the cut. Huskies take over. Going to foul on number 5, Kylie Post.
That's her.
That's her 4th.
.6:33 to go here in this fourth quarter. 54-46 Huskies. Tice will have it at the top of the key. Evans with it, swings it over to Peterson. Peterson hands off to Warts. And Warts finds Evan on the baseline. She goes, and that's off the rim. She gets a second chance, and that's good.
Now Carpenter with it. Carpenter's going to drive to the baseline in the corner. She's looking for a player. Just got to find someone, and it ends up being Post. And Post almost went out of bounds, but like finds Page.
Back.
Yeah, Page will drive. No good off the glass. Wheeler with the rebound. Back out to Carpenter. Carpenter will find Wheeler in the corner. No good. That one was short.
I mean, drive and kick, drive and kick, drive and kick. That is what Crookston's offense is right now. And they've just got to get something to go around the perimeter.
Tice with it now at the top of the key. She'll find Navrajo at the wing. Tice with the screen. Evans over to Peterson. Peterson for 3. Oh, that was just long. Rebound by Brenna Evans. Navrajo open to the corner. 3 ball. Oh, short. And rebound by Haley Wheeler. So some decent opportunities there for the Huskies beyond the arc.
Still only 3 for 21 on the day.
Carpenter's going to drive on Peterson. Loses handle of the ball. And they're keeping the possession with the Golden Eagles. Fraza checks in for the Golden Eagles, replacing Wheeler.
A 10-point lead with just under 5 to go in this fourth quarter for the Huskies.
Kilbotton in for Navrajo.
A smart move if you're Coach Fish.
Now Fraza got the inbound now over to Carpenter. Page with the now, she'll drive. Oh, good block by Katrina Tice. How was that a foul? Ryan McNamara explained that one to me.
I can't. I mean, that looks to be all ball from Katrina Tice. I mean, she's been playing great all game. I wouldn't have called that one there, but the calls are really one-sided right now. You'd like to see a few more calls from the Huskies on the other end. Nevertheless, you do have a couple free throws here for the Eagles.
Coach Fish, you look over at her face, she's livid. We heard the complaining from the Husky parents right behind us. They were outraged by that call, and they got that one to miss. Now Warts with it. She'll try pushing pace. She'll hold up over to Brenna Evans. She fakes a 3, goes up with a floater now in the lane. No good on that one. Carpenter with it in the wing. She'll drive baseline up off the glass. She challenges Kilbutton on that one. Gets it to go. So 56-49 with 4:22 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Only a 7-point lead for the Huskies as Coach Fish urges them to slow it down, use that clock. The clock is their friend here.
Evans tries to go down low, and it finds Tice somehow for a wide open layup.
Bounces off about 3 sets of hands, but Tice finds it. And I mean, she's got a stroke of luck here tonight, 8 for 11.
A lot of the Huskies passes. There's been some Husky passes tonight that have not gone the intended target, but it's worked out. And Fraza gets the turnaround to go. So Golden Eagles rather now into the 50-point margin here. Huskies 58-51. They're leading by 7. Kilbutton out at the wing. She'll get it out to Warts. Warts takes 3, instead drives. Throws up a shot off the glass, no good. There might have been a little bit of contact there in the shot. Looks like we're going to get a jump ball here. That is going to go to Crookston. Huskies going to put on a little bit of a press here.
A smart move by Coach Fish. It is one of their strong suits.
They really get other teams' head with how good they are at the full court, 3-court, half-court press. They work on it all the time in practice. It's one of their main focuses each week. Kylie Post driving off the glass. Good.
Cuts the lead down to 5 with just under 3 to go. That was a big shot from the Eagles. Now they need a big defensive stop here.
Golden Eagles on a pretty good hot streak here in the last few games. Now Tice cutting off the glass. Good. And hey, Caitlin Peterson to Katrina Tice, 2 bench players that anchor that bench, getting involved for the Huskies. Looks like we're going to get a timeout from the Golden Eagles. So, Ryan, we got 2:36 left to go in this game. What's got to go the Huskies' way for them to pull out this victory?
Well, it's too far, too late, but they needed those offensive fouls on the other end. They got nothing at the free throw line, which Coach Fish was obviously livid about. And on the other end, well, they just need to keep doing what they're doing. They're keeping the Eagles at bay. They may not get every shot stopped, but they're getting enough to get the job done on the offensive end. You see it, Katrina Tice really anchoring this offense on the other side. 9 for 13 on the night, taking a free throw, made a free throw, and she has 19 for the Huskies.
Yeah, you know, Katrina Tice, Caitlin Peterson really getting involved. Caitlin Peterson with 3 assists, 7 points. Katrina Tice with 19 on the night. You know, she's really just been a force. You know, and again, this is why the Huskies have been so successful. If their starters aren't scoring, that bench will back them up. And they're not getting those points from Tori Wards tonight, so Katrina Tice coming up strong for the Huskies.
Well, as you mentioned, those starters not scoring as well as they could be, mainly, as you mentioned before, Kilbutton, Wards, and Evans. They are shooting a combined 10 for 43. The rest of the team, 15 for 26. This defense, those other starters are really carrying the team right now, while those double-digit scoring leaders, Warts, Kilbutton, and Evans, are not anchoring the team offensively.
All right, well, it will be Golden Eagles ball. Inbounded to Post. Post now with it. She's going to be guarded by Evans at the logo. A little bit of looser defense. She's going to set something up here. She dribbles right and gets it to Carpenter. Carpenter finds a cutting Fraza. Fraza off the box. Excuse me, Fox off the glass.
Evans looking to get something to go here. Warts on the right wing. Tice back up top. Evans on the left side.
Evans going to drive. She pulls back, though. And it looks like officials are coming out. We got an injury right there. Katrina Tice on the floor. can't lose her, especially with 19 points, 2 assists, and 7 rebounds.
Quickly getting off the court, which is good for the Huskies. Looks to be ideally minor, but she is taking her time to get over to the medical bench.
Could not quite tell because our monitor was right in the way of my view. Did you have a better look at how she fell?
Not exactly. It was a non-contact injury, really. She took it and she fell. Well, ideally, it's not an ACL.
Let's see if we got a replay here. Ooh, that was a knee. Her knee buckled. Looks like maybe a little hyperextension there.
Watch the ankle down there. Yeah, maybe it was just the knee, and you're absolutely right. Potentially just a hyperextension. Hopefully nothing more.
And Warts from 3. She sinks it!
Finally!
Tori Warts finds it from beyond the arc. Momentum back with the Huskies. That fired up the bench and the whole crowd.
11th time the charm. 1 for 11 on the night from beyond the arc.
And now the rebound for her.
Well, she makes it when they need it most, extending the lead to 8 with a minute and a half to go. Really helping the Huskies here.
Brenna Evans over to Navratil. Navratil's pass picked off by Carpenter. Carpenter will go up for the nice easy layup in transition. Now looks like we'll get a timeout here. Golden Eagles. So, big spark from Tori Warts as Katrina Tice is helped off the floor. We got a minute 19 left here. It's still possible for the Golden Eagles to tie this one up, possibly send it to overtime or win.
If all things go their way, they need to get a couple quick threes, go back to what's working. Mary Burke, Abigail Leach hasn't taken a second shot. Get a replay of this Warts 3. I mean, that was huge for the Huskies. Her first one made all day, and she makes it when it really counts. 10 shots before that. The Huskies, 5 misses, no makes in the fourth quarter from beyond the arc. So they make a 3 when it matters most, and really putting Crookston away before the pass goes awry. Carpenter gets the steal and that lay-in on the other end, making this just a 2-bucket game for the Huskies.
Full court press for the Golden Eagles as the Huskies inbound out of the timeout. Wards with it. She'll carry across half court. And we get a foul there on, looks like Carpenter. Intentional foul there.
They do have a few to give. Only 3 team fouls now on the Golden Eagles.
All right, now Warts will inbound for the Huskies. She gets it to Peterson. Back out to Warts. And another foul there on Carpenter. That's Carpenter's second.
No timeouts left for Crookston. Could come up big with only a minute and 8 seconds remaining. And only a 2-shot lead for the Huskies.
Peterson inbounds it to Evans. Guarded by Post. She'll dribble it out to the logo. Post playing some pretty good defense on her. Now it's Warts right in front of the score table. And we got 8 on the shot clock. Evans over to Peterson. Peterson, got to get a shot off. We're going to get a foul here. And it looks like it will be offensive foul.
Call's just not going the Huskies' way tonight. Another offensive foul. And now the Eagles have a chance to capitalize.
Carpenter with it, guarded by Wards. Carpenter's gonna drive. She throws up a shot, no good. Rebound, Evans. Back to Wards. Evans got to get across the line, and we're gonna foul on Carpenter. Carpenter's third. Evans go to the line for 2.
Huskies with a 6-point lead. With 36 seconds to go, can stretch this to 8 with 2 made free throws.
That one goes in. Wasn't pretty, but it worked. Evans now for her second. And she extends the lead to 9. 36.7 left to go in the game as the Golden Eagles push pace.
Good news for Husky fans. Katrina Tice is back on the bench. And now gets that one to go.
Oh, there should have been a foul right there as Evans got bodied after getting that inbounds pass. these refs have really missed a lot of calls tonight, or maybe just called something that wasn't there.
You can't love the officiating terribly if you're on the St. Cloud State side, but nevertheless, you do have a 6-point lead, and now Evans is back at the line. Something to note, she is now only 3 points away from 17.
Now 2.
1,000 points.
Now Carpenter will throw one up off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Warts. Warts gonna dribble it up. Warts gonna just run this one out. And that will do it here from Holland back home for the first game of this men's and women's doubleheader against Crookston. Huskies pull it out 67-59. It got kind of murky there in the second half, but still able to pull it out.
Very impressive win by the Huskies. Now clinching at least a co-conference championship for the first time since Fish's first year here as a St. Cloud State head coach. Very impressive season overall, not just tonight, by the Huskies.
And right now we have an update from Duluth. They are leading the Beavers 68-51 with 2:45 left to go. So it looks like the Bulldogs will pull this one off. So it'll be co-conference champions, but still, that's big for this Huskies team.
That is huge, and obviously they still take the 1 seed in the conference tournament, so they will have favorship there. And they are still that number 2 seed in the Central region. They are still 16th ranked in the nation, most likely moving up after tonight.
Well, that does it here for game 1 of this men's and women's doubleheader against the Crookston Golden Eagles. 67-59 your final score here from Hollenbeck Hall. Men's basketball coming up next.
See you back shortly.